What if the reason your English feels heavy is because you're trying too hard? What if fluency doesn't come from pushing, but from allowing? Take a moment and just listen. No pressure, no rules, no expectation to perform. Welcome to Prime English Podcast. My name is Ethan, and this is episode 3. We continue this series for one simple reason: to help you grow stronger, calmer, and more mature in English, not just in what you know, but in how you feel when you use the language. In today's episode, we explore a new idea, one that may feel different from what you've heard before. Today's idea is simple but powerful. Let English come to you. Most learners spend years chasing English. They run after grammar. They chase vocabulary. They push themselves to speak faster, better, louder, sooner. And in all that effort, something gets lost. The language becomes distant. Stress replaces curiosity. Fear replaces flow. But English was never meant to be a battle. A language is not something you conquer. It's something you welcome. So today, we slow down. We soften the effort. We change direction. Instead of running toward English, we stand still and invite English in. Take a breath. As you breathe, allow the sounds of the language to enter without judgment. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to remember every word. You don't need to prove anything. Fluency does not grow from tension. It grows from familiarity. Think about how music enters your life. You don't study every note. You don't analyze every sound. You listen, you repeat, you let it play in the background of your day. Over time, it becomes part of you. English works the same way. When you allow English to exist around you, when you hear it without fear, when you repeat without pressure, when you accept not knowing everything, something important begins to happen. Your mind opens. And once the mind opens, learning becomes natural. This podcast is not here to rush you. It's here to remind you that progress is already happening. That every minute you spend listening, every sentence you repeat, every moment you stay connected, it all matters. Today's episode is an invitation. An invitation to trust the process. An invitation to stop forcing and start flowing. An invitation to let English arrive in its own time, in its own way. So stay with me. Listen deeply. Let the language move through you. This is Prime English Podcast. I'm Ethan, and this is episode 3. Let's begin. In the first part of today's episode, we talked about slowing down, about releasing pressure, about changing the direction of effort. Now let's go deeper, because letting English come to you does not mean doing nothing. It means doing the right kind of thing, the kind that allows the language to settle, to stay, to grow. Before we continue, remember this. Any difficult or advanced words you hear in this section are listed and explained in the vocabulary in the description. Don't stop. Don't analyze. Just listen and stay with the flow. Good. Most learners believe that progress must feel heavy. They believe effort must hurt. They believe learning must be uncomfortable to be effective. But the human brain learns patterns through familiarity, not exhaustion. That's why children learn languages so quickly. They are not trying to be perfect. They are not judging themselves. They are surrounded by the sound, the rhythm, the repetition. They let the language come to them. You can do the same. Let English enter your life quietly, through listening, through exposure, through simple repetition. Not hours at a desk, not endless rules, not constant correction. Imagine English as a guest in your home. If you rush this guest, question them, pressure them, they leave. But if you create space, if you offer comfort, if you allow time, they stay. Your job is not to control English. Your job is to create space for it. Space in your thoughts. Space in your day. Space in your attention. This could be as simple as letting English play in your ears while you walk, while you clean, while you rest. No notes, no testing, just presence. When English is present often enough, your mind begins to recognize patterns. Your ears start to notice rhythm. Your brain begins to predict meaning, even without translation. This is how thinking in English begins. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually, naturally. You don't need to understand everything to improve. Understanding comes after familiarity, not before it. This is an important idea. Many learners wait to feel ready before they relax. But relaxation is what creates readiness. So today, choose one simple action. Just one. Listen to English without stopping it. Repeat one sentence you enjoy. Let one phrase return to you throughout the day. That's enough. Say this quietly to yourself now. I allow English into my life. I don't force it. I trust the process. Let those sentences sit with you. Progress doesn't need permission. It happens when the conditions are right. Your consistency creates those conditions. Your patience protects them. And here's something important to remember. You are not starting from zero. You already understand more than you think. You already hear more than you notice. You already carry English with you. This episode is not here to add pressure. It's here to remove it. Because once the pressure fades, flow appears. And when flow appears, fluency follows. So stay close to the language. Let it accompany you. Let it exist in your environment. Let it arrive, slowly and steadily. In the final part of today's episode, we'll bring everything together. Your mindset, your approach, your next step. For now, stay with this feeling. Calm, open, ready. As we come to the end of today's episode, take a quiet moment to notice how you feel right now. Not what you understood, not how many words you remember, but how your relationship with English feels in this moment. Calmer, lighter, more open. That matters. Today wasn't about learning more, it was about learning differently, about releasing pressure, about trusting consistency, about allowing English to become a natural part of your life, not something you chase, but something that gently walks beside you. You don't need to rush this journey. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. You don't need to reach fluency tomorrow. You only need to stay connected. English grows when you stay close to it, when you listen without fear, when you repeat without judgment, when you show up gently again and again. And if at any moment during this episode you heard words or expressions that felt unfamiliar, remember, all difficult and advanced vocabulary is listed and explained in the description below. Take your time. Return to them when you're ready. There is no hurry. This podcast exists to remind you of something simple but powerful. You are allowed to learn at your own pace. You are allowed to enjoy the process. You are allowed to grow without pressure. In every episode of Prime English Podcast, we continue this journey together, step by step, layer by layer, with awareness and intention. And in the next episode, we'll move forward once again. A new idea, a new perspective, another moment to strengthen your English and your confidence. Until then, stay present with the language. Let English exist around you. Let it come to you naturally. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting the process. This was Prime English Podcast. I'm Ethan. We'll meet again in the next episode. We love you all, and we'll see you very soon.